Hi, Taehyung Lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel all around the world. And this time, don't you dare skip the first 3 seconds, because what you're about to hear is not just ordinary K-pop content. This is a side that is rarely seen, and maybe not everyone is ready to know it. March to April 2026, a night that was supposed to be just about music suddenly turned into a phenomenon that split the fandom. Not because of a major scandal, but because of something that felt too real. Kim Taehyung appeared, without a stage, without a spotlight, without a superstar aura, and that's exactly where everything started to feel different. No setting, no script, but why was the reaction this massive? What really happened behind this moment? Why did simple interactions, like sharing a hat, sitting without distance, even the way he showed up as an ordinary human, trigger global discussion? Is this a rare form of honesty in the K-pop world, or something not everyone can accept? In this video, we will discuss the fact behind Kim Taehyung's quiet appearance at a major Seoul concert, the details of a quiet luxury outfit that looks simple but carries high value, an unusual interaction with his manager that made netizens question professional boundaries, fan reactions on site that weren't chaotic, but deeply meaningful, hidden speculation behind the song Swim, and a message that may not have been intentional, and the reason why this moment feels bigger than just an idol's presence. So before we go deeper, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And don't forget, make this video go viral, so the world doesn't just see Kim Taehyung's popularity, but also his kindness and the human side that is rarely revealed. Because after this, the way you see everything might change. April 2026, a night that was originally designed as a celebration of music, turned into a phenomenon that is difficult to explain logically. Amid the roar of tens of thousands of people in a grand Seoul stadium, the main focus should have been solely on the emotional performance of Park Hyo-shin. However, reality on the ground told a different story. Among the sea of people immersed in music, without announcement, without noticeable security, there appeared a figure who, in his silence, managed to shift the world's attention: Kim Taehyung. What made this moment so striking was not his appearance, but the way he showed up. There was no effort to stand out, no forced superstar aura. On the contrary, he chose to appear in a simplicity that almost felt contradictory to his global status. Kim Taehyung wore a brown baseball cap with the letter A, estimated to be from a luxury line like Celine or a premium streetwear brand, priced around $150 to $400. His beige casual jacket with a loose cut reflected the philosophy of quiet luxury, most likely also from Celine, with an estimated price between $800 to $2,200. Underneath the jacket, a simple gray hoodie became a detail that drew even deeper attention, not because of its design, but because in several moments, that hoodie was worn by his own manager. In an entertainment industry known for its rigid professional boundaries, a gesture like this is not just coincidence. It is a signal of a relationship that goes beyond formal structure, closer, more human, and perhaps more honest than what is usually shown to the public. The black frame glasses worn by Taehyung, possibly from Gentle Monster or Celine, added an intellectual and warm impression, priced around $250 to $600. Combined with minimalist trousers and premium shoes estimated between $700 to $1,200. The total outfit reached approximately $2,800 to $6,800. A large number for a look that, to the untrained eye, appears very simple. And yet, that is where the real power lies. He does not need flashy luxury to show who he is. He does not need to look expensive to prove his worth. And perhaps, this is what unconsciously triggered emotional reactions from the public. Between admiration, confusion, and even discomfort for some, the concert that night continued as it should. Stage lights shone dramatically, powerful vocals filled the night air, and thousands of spectators were immersed in the atmosphere. But among the audience seats, another story unfolded. Quieter, more intimate, yet far more impactful. A fan who was not far from the area shared an experience that later went viral. I came to the concert and saw Lee Jin-wook and V. This simple statement revealed that the night was also attended by several big names, such as Park Hyung-sik and OK Ji-hyun, all present without distance, without barriers, without any effort to build a certain image. But public attention was not focused on who was present. It was focused on how they were present, in the middle of the crowd. Taehyung did not try to become the center of attention. He sat like any other audience member, enjoying the music, smiling softly, and occasionally chatting casually. Then a simple moment happened. He shared his hat with his manager, Jake. He even asked for it back several times in a joking tone. No formality, no hierarchy, no visible boundaries. For some, this might seem like an ordinary interaction, but for many fans, this sparked debate. In an industry built on image control and professional distance, moments like this feel too real, too honest, and precisely because of that, incredibly rare. It didn't take long for his presence to be noticed. One by one, phones were raised. Cameras started recording. But interestingly, there was no chaos, no aggressive crowding. Many fans chose to observe from afar, as if they understood that they were witnessing something more than just a celebrity attending a concert. They were witnessing the human side of someone who has long seemed almost untouchable. This is where the true power of that moment was felt. For years, the world has known Taehyung as part of BTS, a global icon with extraordinary influence. But that night, all those labels seemed to disappear. He did not appear as a symbol. He did not appear as an industry representation. He simply showed up as himself. And that is the paradox. When he becomes ordinary, he becomes even more extraordinary. As the concert approached its end and the lights began to dim, Taehyung quietly left the venue without announcement. No drama, no need to be noticed, but the impact did not disappear with him. One fan wrote a sentence that later went viral. One day, you will hold your own concert, sing your songs with all your heart, and we will be there. This sentence was not just hope. It was a reflection of an emotional bond built over the years. Interestingly, the song Swim, played during the concert, sparked speculation among fans. Many saw it as a symbol of quiet support from Taehyung's circle toward his musical journey. Whether it was coincidence or a hidden message, no one can say for sure. But that uncertainty is exactly what keeps this story alive. In a world filled with noise, controversy, and the constant demand for explanations, Kim Taehyung's silence became the strongest statement. He did not defend himself. He did not try to control the narrative. He simply existed in a way that was simple yet undeniable. And perhaps this is the hardest part for many people to accept, that not all stars shine because they want to be seen. Some shine because they simply cannot be hidden. Now, the question is no longer about what happened that night, but how we understand it. Was this just an ordinary moment that happened to go viral? Or was it a real glimpse of something that was never truly meant to be shown to the public? And now, we've reached a point that not everyone is ready to accept. April 2026 was not just about a concert, not just about music, but about how one figure like Kim Taehyung can change the way the world sees a star, without a stage, without effort, without a voice that needs to be loud. And because of that, its impact cannot be ignored. Thank you for watching until the end. If you feel this is real and meaningful, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell. But if not, feel free to skip, because Taehyung Lovers never forces. We simply present what the world feels. Now we want to know, in your opinion, is this just a coincidence or a real side that has been hidden all along? Write it in the comments, because that's where the real discussion begins. And remember, this is not the end. More facts are starting to surface, and not all of them will be comfortable to hear. Stay tuned for the next updates only on Taehyung Lovers. Keep following everything about Kim Taehyung only on this channel. Thank you, and see you again. Good night, stay safe, and remember, the world may have already changed since that night.